And now today we are going to take up Raja Yoga. This Raja Yoga word is very famous, and Swami Vivekananda highlighted this word and he brought light to this Raja Yoga, and this knowledge spreaded all over the world, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, and national barriers. So here we are going to study introduction, objectives, methods, and in methods, there are two methods. One is Bahiranga Yoga and another is Antaranga Yoga. And what are all the hurdles and what are all the solutions in the path of Raja Yoga? Qualities. What are the qualities we obtain through Raja Yoga and what are the outcome? In advanced Raja Yoga. In Raja Yoga, the first one is Bahiranga Yoga, Antaranga Yoga, one set. And another one is Advanced Raja Yoga. What happens to the yogi at the time of death? Goal of Raja Yoga, summary, model questions and answers. This story, begins with the introduction. Swami Vivekananda has rightly said, man is the maker of his own destiny. So why they give Swami Vivekananda's quote here? Because Swami Vivekananda only brought this Raja Yoga to higher levels of understanding. As we journey further, difficulties and hurdles crop up at every step. Techniques needed to systematically channelize our willpower to solve these problems from the core of Raja Yoga. So we have to elevate ourselves. We have to come up. We have to grow. What is the definition of spirituality? Spirituality is nothing but self-growth. What is self-growth? Self-growth is not going behind the pull of five sensory perceptions and mind. Controlling five sensory perceptions and mind is called spirituality. That is called Shama and Dhamma. Shama means controlling the mind. Dhamma means controlling the senses. Uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu atmaiva ripuratmanah. Let a man raise himself by his own self. Let him not debase himself, for he is himself his friend, himself his foe. Kaha ripuhu, ahameva ripuhu. Who is my enemy? I myself is my enemy. Kaha mitraha, ahameva. Who is the friend? Who is your friend? I myself is my friend. So I here means the body mind sense complex. Manas buddhi chit ahankara. Manas buddhi chittam ahankara is the antahkarana. This antahkarana is told as mind here. I am means here. It means manas buddhi chittam ahankara. And who will help you to raise yourself when you are gaining the knowledge of Atman? You will be raised. Let a man raise himself by his own self. So his self means knowing the Atma. This manas buddhi chitta ahankaram raises itself. Let him not debase himself. The human problem is underestimation. Underestimating ourselves. Oh, I cannot do this. I don't know this. How can I do this? How will I be successful? So debase. These are because of tamasic and rajasic nature, what we have studied already. The tamasa guna pulls us down. For he is himself his friend, himself his foe. So when you are pulled by Rajasic and Tamasic, you are your enemy. When you are rising with Sattvic nature, you are rising as your friend to a higher level. Raja Yoga is the path of willpower. From Patanjali's Ashtangada Yoga, we have Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, and Pratyahara, which are Bahiranga Yoga. Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi, which are classified under Antaranga Yoga. All of you know 8 limbs of yoga according to Patanjali. Here, we classify those 8 limbs of yoga into 2 sections as Bahiranga Yoga and Antaranga Yoga. Antaranga Yoga means inner yoga. This is what we see: inner engineering, inner meditation, like words we are hearing. What is that? Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi is inner. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, and Pratyahara are Bahiranga, outer, external. In this unit, we will be having the glimpse of Raja Yoga based on the teachings of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Raja Yoga Shloka Sangraha, you can see in Vyasa Pushpanjali. We have selected 18 verses from Bhagavad Gita to explain Raja Yoga. These are available in various chapters, and we will go through the brief summary of them in the practical way with the intention to improve ourselves and the society. Very beautifully said. We have 2 targets. Once you are improved, the society is improved. When you are aware of knowledge, the society is aware of the truth. When you are aware of the truth, automatically the society is aware. One person wanted to take sannyasa. The mother went to Swami Vivekananda and cried, Swami, my son wants to take up sannyasa. We have a lot of responsibilities in family. How can I leave my son into the path of sannyasa? Please advise. Swamiji said, Amma, if you sacrifice one son, 300 sons will be saved from ignorance. If you give one son to me, I will bring 300 sons into awareness. So, if one person is awakened, he can wake up 300 persons. See, all of us are going to a tour. We used to go to Sabrimala. 50, 60 people in one bus will go. Always the Sabrimala trip is with a lot of food and sleep. What to do? What to do in the bus? Soon after getting into the bus, we all will sleep. And I cannot sleep because I am the Guru Swami. I have to take responsibility of the bus to take a safe trip. So I will be awakened. When Guruvayur comes, it will be midnight 3:30 a.m. All are in sleep. But I am not sleeping. So what I will do? I will give louder Sharana Ghosham. Swami Sharanamiyappa. If I shout, all of them will wake up listening to that voice. You know now why these Swamis are shouting? To wake up, not to wake up Swami Ayyappa, to wake themselves. Why do we sing Suprabhatam? The Suprabhatam is not for Venkatesha, it is for my own inner self. Okay, so if one person is awakened, he can give that awareness to the society. So the intention is to improve ourselves and the society. Methods, first Bahiranga Yoga. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitaha anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat. To him who has conquered his base self by the divine self. So here you see 2 words in bracket: base self, divine self. His own self is the friend, but to him who has not subdued the self, his own self acts as the foe. Always we have these two minds. One mind is pulling us to the right side, another mind is pulling us to the left side. Sankalpa vikalpatmikam manaha. So Sankalpa is nature. Vikalpa is against nature. So base self is always pulled down. Divine self always takes us up. The base self is full of desires. The base self is full of ego. Ego-centered self is called base self. The divine self has all these qualities of love, compassion, sacrifice, forgiveness, compromising, not fighting for the selfish reasons, duty conscious, all are divine self. Base self, effortless, lazy, stupidity, ego-centered, selfish, all these are base self. So you have to conquer the base self with divine self. As long as you improve the divine self, your own self is the friend. That is why Puja Swamiji says, you are the problem, you are the solution. Now, how to meditate? Shuchau deshe pratishtapya sthiramasanamaatmanaha natyuchritam natinecham chailajina kushotharam. Bhagavan says how your seat should be. Having firmly fixed in a clean place, his seat neither too high nor too low. Nati uchritam, nati nicham. Na ati uchritam, na ati nicham is the meaning. Not too high, nor too low. Medium seat. And having spread over the kusha grass, the deer skin and the cloth one over the other. There are three things to make the seat softer. Kusha grass, the deer skin. In those days, saints used to sit and meditate on deer skin. These deer skins are obtained from forests through the naturally dead deers, not killed deers. The killed deer skin will have papa. The naturally dead deer skins were used in those days. Nowadays, don't worry, where can I get deer skin? Now it is illegal. Don't use deer skin. If you are having deer skin at home, there will be an inquiry. How did you get it? So don't do it. So in the Gita, it is told with the ancient reference. In the ancient days, saints were using deer skin because to make the seat soft. Now we can use kusha grass is available, and also cloth, soft cloth can be used. And now the seat is ready. Na ati uchritam, na ati nicham. Not too high, nor low, nor too low. Apane juhvati pranam, prane panam tata pare, pranapanagati rudva, pranayama parayanaha. Apane juhvati pranam, prane panam tata pare, pranapanagati rudva, pranayama parayanaha. Yet others offer as sacrifice the outgoing breath in the incoming, and the incoming in the outgoing. Means what? This is what Kumbhakam, restraining the flow of the outgoing and incoming breaths, slowly absorbed in the regulation of the life energy. How to send prana into apana and apana into prana? This apane juhvati pranam, prane apanam tata pare. This is mixing these two means in the Sukshmana Nadi. Idagala, Pingala are resolved in Sukshma. Both breaths are controlled in neutrality. When you are doing the regulation, the flow of life energy increases. When any one of the Ida or Pingala is longer, it pulls you to the external world. The yoga system says, calculate your breathing pattern inhaling and exhaling, and try to control one round, which is inhaling and inhaling, in 1 minute, 15 rounds. You should have 15 breaths in 1 minute. This is the target. But if you calculate with a stop clock, it will be more. Definitely it will be 24, 25. Try to calm down the mind. Try to bring down your thinkings. Have good sleep. Relaxed mode. You see how much it is. Count the breath. Shall we count now? I will say start. Then you start counting your breathing pattern. Wait. Inhale and exhale is counted as 1. Like that, if you breathe, this is what the complete pranayama. Apane juhvati pranam. Prane apanam tatapare. Prana apana gati rudva. Pranayama parayanaha. You watch your breath. That itself is a great meditation. So breathing decides everything. The life force is depending upon breathing patterns. So when we get angry, our breathing pattern changes. When we are afraid, our breathing pattern changes. If somebody enters into our room when you are working alone, your breathing pattern changes. When you are going to do a work, breathing pattern changes. So if at all you want to lift a weight, you inhale and you hold your breath and lift the weight. Why you are doing like this? When you are holding your breath, you are able to lift a weight, heavy things. So breath has all the secret. So the next one in Dhyana Yoga is, first one is finding the place and arranging the seat in a soft manner, not in a harder way, very soft manner. Then control your breath, watch your breathing patterns. Try to bring into 15, average 15 or below 15. Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkaha, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkaha. Yukta swapna avabodhasya. For him who is moderate in eating and recreation, temperature in his action, which is regulated in sleep and wakefulness, yoga becomes the destroyer of pain. This pain is dukkha. Dukkha, this pain is the pain of mind. Actually, sleep is the best healer. Sleep regulates all temperature, stresses and strains. So when we work, our temperature increases. So moderate eating is recommended. Yukta ahara viharasya. Fasting and eating should be balanced. When this is balanced, it becomes yoga. It leads to awareness, wakefulness, and this is regulated. So next one is food control. What is the fourth one? Tatraikagram manah kritva yatha chittendriya kriyaha upavishyasane yunjyat yogam atma vishuddhaye. Sitting there on his seat, making the mind one-pointed and restraining the thinking faculty and the senses. You should practice yoga for self-purification. Atma vishuddhaye. For what reason I am doing this practice of yoga? Atma vishuddhaye, for self-purification. So, ekagram manaha. The mind should be focused on one thing and one alone. It may be Omkara, or it may be a visualization, or it may be an image, or it may be a contemplation. In this ekagram, there are two types. One is laya dhyanam and another is contemplative meditation. Laya Dhyanam is forgetting yourself. Contemplative meditation is Nididhyasanam. Laya Dhyanam, Nididhyasanam. In Nididhyasanam, we are taking up one concept and we are contemplating more and more about what we have listened from our Guru. That is Nididhyasanam. These two things, Laya and Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam cannot be taken up without Laya. Laya is the first step. What is Laya? Restraining the thinking faculty and the senses. The mind is chatting within. Even though we are not talking to others, we speak with ourselves. So that chatting box should be stopped. Then sensory controls. Shamadama is the first step. Once you are focusing on these two things, mind can point one-pointedness. Mind can point on one object. Then contemplation becomes easy. Raja Yoga, one of the four main streams of yoga, is based on the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Sutras are formulae or aphorisms. In his 196 aphorisms, Patanjali gives the whole dimensions of Raja Yoga. Patanjali Yoga centers around gaining mastery over the mind. Patanjali Yoga has been named as Raja Yoga by Swami Vivekananda, as it is the king among the yogas. So what are all the things to be noted from this class? Yoga Sutras of Patanjali has 196 aphorisms. And the main subject matter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra is gaining mastery over mind. Raja Yoga is king among the yogas. Raja Yoga is otherwise called DYANA Yoga, otherwise called Atma Sanyama Yoga. Man is the maker of his own destiny. That is why Swami Vivekananda boldly said, no destiny is controlling you. You are the maker of your own destiny. So you will come across, recently one person came to me and asked, do you have any book on Sanyama Yoga? I want to know what is Sanyama. Sanyama, when you read, it will be Samyama. It should be pronounced as Sanyama. What is Samyama? Samyama is Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Antaranga Yoga is called Samyama. But people are thinking if you do Samyama, you can walk over the water or you can fly in the air. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, you can simply employ a boat person to cross the river. Why do you walk on the water? For that, why do you spend your whole life to gain this power of walking over the water? You have to gain the power to control your mind. Ekagram has to be practiced, not Siddhi. If at all you want to fly, nowadays cheaper tickets are there. Even for 1,500 rupees, you can get a ticket to fly to Chennai through Indigo flight. You need not fly. Your mind should be controlled. That is more than the Siddhi of flying. So Sanyama means control over the mind with the Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Antaranga Yoga is called Sanyama. Raja Yoga consists of two parts. Ashtanga Yoga, the 8-limbed yoga, and the advanced yoga beyond Samadhi. Ashtanga Yoga is divided into two. Bahiranga Yoga, Antaranga Yoga. Bahiranga Yoga is to gain mastery over the mind by using indirect techniques, and Antaranga Yoga is to directly handle the mind and gain mastery over it. What is the difference between Bahiranga Yoga and Antaranga Yoga? In Bahiranga Yoga, you are controlling the mind by way of doing indirect practices. For example, you are doing Anuloma, Viloma, Pranayama. You are not only controlling the breathing pattern, you are controlling indirectly the mind only. For example, if you are doing Padmasana, you are not only doing the practice for the physical body, it controls the mind, the sensory perceptions. If you are doing Shirasasana, it is not only for body, it is also for mind. So these three things, soul, mind, and body, should be combined in both yogas, Bahiranga Yoga and Antaranga Yoga. But in Antaranga Yoga, you are directly handling your mind and gain mastery over it. Bahiranga Yoga, it consists Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. You know what is Yama and Niyama? Sets of don'ts and sets of do's. What to do, what not to do is Yama, Niyama. Asana is the yogic posture. Pranayama is to gain mastery over the mind through breathing. Pratyahara is to gain mastery over the mind through our senses. These are the indirect means to gain mastery over the mind. On the other hand, Antaranga Yoga consists of Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Dharana is focusing the mind. Dhyana is defocusing or meditation. Beautiful definitions are there in your lessons. I don't see these definitions anywhere. Dharana is focusing of mind. Dharana is focusing of mind. These are the indirect means to gain mastery over the mind. Dharana is focusing the mind. Dhyana is defocusing. Focusing, opposite is defocusing or meditation. Samadhi is the super conscious state. These are two steps, Dharana and Dhyana. The first, you are focusing and stop focusing and meditate. This is like Dharana is traveling towards a destination. So you have to come to Anaikatti. You know where Anaikatti is. Now you are looking into your GPRS and walking or driving or cycling towards Anaikatti. All your aim is to reach Anaikatti. After reaching Anaikatti, you are sitting there. Are you going to travel? No. Are you going to move? No. You are going to stay. The move is dharana. The stay is meditation. You stay there. Now you are staying there. After staying there, you are learning, you are doing practices, you are doing sadhana, and that raises you to higher conscious level. Now you need not worry about the traveling. Now you are free from the fear of accommodation. You are secured. The fear of insecurity is gone. So this is a comfortable situation to focus on higher levels of consciousness. These three steps, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, are to be done step by step. It takes long time to focus the mind on one topic. So as a 10th student, can I become an engineer? Can I become a doctor? Can I become a sportsman? Can I become a cricketer? Because all these focuses are given to the student. Or can I become an IT person? So somebody advises IT is the field, best field to earn money. You will be married to a rich girl. So select IT field. So all IT field people are marrying rich girls. Nowadays, boys don't get girls because they don't choose IT fields. They choose yoga, path of yoga, or something like a salesman. The poor guy who is a salesman will never get a girl to marry because he will always travel. The girl's parent will not be happy to give the girl to the boy who travels always. Like that, this mind will not get settled in one thing. The boy will be thinking, what can I become? So finally he decides, okay, I want to become a yoga teacher. I have to study BSc yoga. Then he is focusing. That is called meditation. Then he attains higher levels. So to choose a particular target itself is a great difficulty for the mind because it jumps from branches to branches. Always it travels from branches to branches. This branch, this flower, that fruit. It is oscillating. So first aim is to rest on one thing. What should I do? Give rest to the mind. How is this possible? You have to tell the mind, everything is order of Ishvara. Everything is predetermined. Ishvara knows about me and he orders me what should I become. So I wait for the instruction of Ishvara to come in my mind. Ishvara never comes and deliver a letter that you have to become doctor or you have to become a sportsman. He's not going to come as a postman or as a courier boy. Ishvara will give the intuition within. Wait for the instruction. Many times we don't do this. Sometimes we are confused what to do, what to do, what to do. Please sit in a calm place and meditate. Meditate means not thinking about the problem. Stop the problem and allow the mind to receive the solution from the cosmos. Solution is there. Already it is there. But you don't give enough space for the mind to find the solution. Always we are focusing on the problems. Give rest to the mind. It will find the best. You will get the best. Be in silence. Then there will be a pop-up. Eureka! A famous incident. Archimedes, when he was relaxing, he got the idea. Not in stress, he got the idea. When he was relaxing, he got the idea. So relaxation brings your mind to a rest. When the mind is in rest, it can be focused. Dhyana is defocusing. Dharana is focusing. Samadhi is higher consciousness state. Then yama and niyama, you know very well, yoga is more than just a physical discipline. It is a way of life, yogic way of life, a rich philosophical path. It has philosophy and applied philosophy. And the yamas, restraints, niyamas, observance. Yama means restraints, what should not be done. Niyama means what should be done, or 10 good common sense guidelines for leading a healthier, happier life, for bringing spiritual awareness into a social context. For examination point of view, short notes is here. Bahiranga Yoga, indirect way, Yama, a set of don'ts, Niyama, a set of do's. Usually they say do's and don'ts. Here we have to reverse, don'ts and do's. Don't is Yama, do is Niyama. Yama means don't. Asana are the yogic postures. Pranayama is to gain mastery over the mind through breath. Pratyahara is to gain mastery over the mind through senses. Pranayama is also mastery over the mind, but through breathing. Pratyahara is also mastery over the mind, but through control of senses. So with this, there are given 5 values. Non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, brahmacharya, aparigraha. So we have to study these 5 values. Values are important for our life. Also, you can go through don'ts and do's. Ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha are the 5 don'ts. Don'ts means not hurting others, not lying others. Like that you have to take. Shaucha means the purity. Santosha, tapas. Swadhyaya, you have to study throughout the life. Swadhyaya. Ishvara pranidhana, or surrender to the divine. Pranidhana means surrender to the life or the do's. More we will study in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.